Season 5 of Delta Force is here, and it's going to completely shake up the game. We're getting the new Tide Prison and Cyclone maps for operations and warfare, a new operator that's going to switch up the flow of the game, and some pretty significant quality of life and balance changes. So if you're here to learn about all of the new content coming with Season Break, then you're in the right place. So let's dive in. First, let's break down these new maps. Season 5 comes with one new map for operations and warfare that introduce two new and unique environments that'll have you rethinking your normal strategies. But let's get started on the operations side with Tide Prison. This is a high-stakes jailbreak experience set on a high-tech prison isolated on an island. When you load in, you'll start in a cell with nothing but a knife. From there, you need to race to complete environmental puzzles and fight for your gear before taking on the main objectives. With a steep entry fee of 80,000 Technic alloys, this new map is meant to be a real challenge for experienced players, but escaping your cell is half the challenge. Patrolling the island is the new boss Raven, surrounded by 4 hammer-wielding bodyguards. He has stun grenades that'll paralyze and distort vision, and he's capable of doing fatal damage up close with his revolver or his execution. Defeating him and his bodyguards will take some serious coordination and teamwork, but if you take him down, you'll be rewarded with some high-tier loot. Tide Prison will also have tons of sectors, each featuring 4 different floors and underwater zones to travel through. You can traverse the different sectors to make some serious power plays, or you can swim throughout the map to find some secret caches. There's also a new diving center which will allow you to upgrade your max oxygen and lower stamina use. Next up for the warfare players, we have Cyclone. This is a massive chain of tropical islands that hide an ICBM launch site. Built specifically for chaotic 32v32 battles, Cyclone is all about warfare across land, sea, and air. This map will also feature a dynamic weather system, meaning that gusting winds and torrential downpours will appear, impacting overall visibility. To traverse this new map, you'll be able to use land vehicles like the ATV, or you can use the attack boat and the new jet ski to get across the water. Unfortunately though, it seems like there's been some issues with the fighter jets. Some rumors have popped up that claim the fighter jet is going to be completely delayed until Season 6. Season 5 also introduces a new operator like you've never seen before. Tempest, also known as Claran Byers, is the new assault operator, built for players who love an aggressive run-and-gun playstyle. Her passive, the Auxiliary Spine, will give Tempest a 10% speed boost whenever bullets or explosions get within a certain range of her, and it'll also passively increase her swim speed over time. Her primary ability is the Tactical Roll. This will allow players to roll up to 7 meters in any direction to dodge oncoming fire, or to close the gap on an enemy player. If you knock or eliminate an enemy player, the cooldown time is reduced, rewarding players for making aggressive maneuvers. For the gadget, she has the Drill Charge. This can be thrown at hard surfaces, and it'll emit an electrical charge that disarms and paralyzes enemies. This is going to be a great tool for deterring campers or breaking fortified defense points. And finally, we have her ultimate, the Emergency Evasion Device. With this, Tempest can set anchor points and then manually pull herself back at will. Alternatively, if she takes fatal damage, the evasion device will pull her back to safety automatically so she can use her self-revive. Unfortunately, the self-revive is only available in operations, but the medics in warfare always heal their teammates, so it's completely unnecessary. Tempest also has a suspension mode which will suspend her in the air if she falls a certain distance. There is a timer on this, but you can use the combat roll at the last second to eliminate any fall damage. Overall, I see Tempest being one of the most insane operators in the game. A new season isn't complete without some fresh gear to play with, and Season 5 is bringing 2 brand new weapons for players to use. First is the new KC-17, a compact and fast-firing assault rifle built for mid to long-range combat. Boasting very manageable recoil and some decent handling, this AR will deliver around 33 damage up to 55 meters, and it comes with a fire rate of 740 RPM and a muzzle velocity of 575 meters per second. The base ADS speed will be sitting at 349 milliseconds, and the sprint to fire time is set to 209 milliseconds, with the ADS movement speed sitting at 2.63 meters per second. And on day 1 of Season 5, the KC-17 will be available for the support class. The next weapon is the new Compound Bow. This weapon is going to be perfect for stealthy flanks. The bow delivers 90 damage within a 65 meter max damage range, but it's capable of delivering 153 damage to the head, giving this weapon some insane headshot potential. The Compound Bow comes with a fire rate of 182 RPM and a 200 meter per second muzzle velocity. The base ADS speed is set to 250 milliseconds, and the base sprint to fire speed is set to 150 milliseconds. Shooting with a bow will make you appear on enemies' minimaps temporarily up to 30 meters, but you're completely hidden past that. And overall, I think the bow will be a bit harder to use for experienced players, but it's going to be insanely satisfying to get kills with it. The new season isn't all about new content though. The devs are shaking up the meta with some pretty substantial changes. First is D-Wolf, with a pretty odd change. It doesn't seem like his slide distance is being reduced like I mentioned previously. It seems that the sound propagation for D-Wolf's blaster is actually being increased instead, meaning that players can hear when the blaster is being fired, and they can hear when the grenades land. The sound propagation has been increased from 50 meters to 100 meters in all modes. Byron's dash cooldown is also being increased from 15 to 25 seconds, meaning that kills immediately after dashing won't reset the dash. On the upside, Byron will be able to dash in any direction, similar to Tempest. The grenade launcher cooldown is also being increased from 70 to 90 seconds, and there will now be a visual cooldown for Byron's passive ability as well. Moving over to the buffs, and a lot of these are completely insane. Nox's movement speed while his ultimate is active has gone from 10 to 15%. The Whirlwind disc amount has been increased to 2 whole discs that can be used per life. And for the score farmers, the score amount for silent assault kills has gone from 60 to 100. Toxic swarm drones will now emit audio cues to let players know when the drones hit enemy players. The vertical flight range for the drones have also been increased to make sure they're still effective on uneven terrain. Her blinding gas has been changed slightly, so now it won't bounce around as much on objects, meaning that it'll ideally take effect faster. Her adrenaline boost will now give you and your teammates a 10% boost in movement speed, and the swarm drone's max HP reduction has been increased from 20 HP to 40 HP. Shepard is getting a small change to his suppression mine ability. Now, the sound propagation has been slightly increased from 7 meters to 8 meters. And the audio range of the trap's placement is being increased slightly so it's easier for players to identify and avoid it. For Saniva, when you use the grapple hook to pick up down teammates or crates, you'll be able to carry them mid-air during the grapple's return. It seems like the AKM is going to be making a comeback this season as well. In both modes, the performance barrel will significantly change the hipfire accuracy and recoil of the weapon, and the practical long barrel will drastically change the AKM stability while firing, with some minor changes to recoil. In Warfare, the headshot damage on the performance barrel is going up from 49 to 52, and the practical long barrel will boost the range of muzzle velocity up to 15% instead of 9%. And in Operations, the performance barrel's headshot multiplier is being increased from 1.9 to 2.5, and on the practical long barrel, the range and muzzle velocity boost has been increased to 30%, and the recoil control has been increased from +6 to +8. In Warfare, the AKM's base damage is being increased from 26 to 34, and in Operations, the base damage is being increased from 39 to 40. The SVD, SKS, SR9, and the SR25 have been reworked for both modes, so it should be a lot easier to control the recoil during sustained fire, with improved stability while using side sights. But the SR9's muzzle velocity is being decreased from 750 meters per second to 550 meters per second. The PSG and the Mini 14 should be coming with some better horizontal firing stability and improved overall firing stability on side sights. But the muzzle velocity is being reduced from 750 meters per second to 550 meters per second on the PSG, and the M7's base damage is being increased from 25 to 26. In Operations, the K437's base handling has been reduced from 55 to 48, the MP7's accuracy has been reduced from 68 to 60, the max hipfire spread has been increased from +4 to +6, and the hipfire spread has been reduced while continuously firing. The SR25's abdomen multiplier has been increased from 0.9 to 1, and the limb damage multiplier has been increased from 0.4 to 0.5. The M7's max damage range is being increased from 38 to 39, and the limb damage multiplier has been increased from 0.9 to 0.1, and the CI-19's max damage range is being increased from 27 meters to 35 meters. The practical suppressor's control has been increased from -2 to +2, and the stability has gone from -3 to +2. The PBS suppressor's handling has been increased from -13 to -4, and the gunshot suppression has gone from weak to strong. The handling for the Bravefire suppressor has also gone from -13 to -4, but the control has gone from 0 to +5, and the accuracy has gone from 0 to -8. The Russian SMG suppressor's handling has been increased from -6 to -2, and the accuracy has gone from 0 to +8. The M7 practical suppressor's handling has gone from -11 to -4, the stability has gone from 0 to +2, and the gunshot suppression has been changed from weak to strong. The Whisper Tactical Suppressor's accuracy has gone from 0 to -4, the handling has gone from -5 to -6, the control has gone from +5 to +6, and the stability has gone from -4 to +6. The SMG Echo Suppressor's control has gone from +7 to +5, the handling has gone from -10 to -4, the stability has gone from -3 to -4, and the accuracy has gone from 0 to -8. And finally, the multi-caliber suppressor now has horizontal control and stability effects. The control has gone from 0 to +7, the handling has gone from 0 to -4, the stability has gone from -3 to +4, the accuracy has gone from 0 to -8, and the gunshot suppression has been changed from weak to strong. Beyond the new maps and weapons, there are a few updates you should know about. The biggest news for many is the console release of Delta Force. On August 19th, you'll be able to play this game on Xbox and PlayStation completely for free, and it'll feature full crossplay and cross progression across console and PC. This season also introduces a new crossover with the mobile game Arknights, which will include themed skins for Luna, Stinger, Toxic, and Hack Claw. There's also going to be some important quality of life updates coming to mobile, including better optimizations for aiming and reduced input lag. And in operations, a collection room is being added, where you can show off rare loot and high-tier items. But that's about it for the newest update in Delta Force. There are a few smaller changes made to the score streaks and game modes, but nothing too substantial. From the new maps to the new operator Tempest, I think this season is really shaping up to be next level. But surprisingly, the devs are already teasing players with the new content coming with Season 6. Including a new Egypt-themed map for Warfare, the introduction of the long-awaited fighter jet for Cyclone, and a new boss for the Space City Operations map. If you want to stay caught up with all the latest news or guides for Delta Force, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But what are you most excited to try out this season? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And with that out of the way, I'll see you all next time.